there, welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 517 players. We've been playing around a little bit with adding mods, removing mods to see if we could improve our performance. I think we've got it a little bit better. Maybe, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Um, and it's hard to tell too how much of it is being caused, client side versus on my side. I mean, my internet speed's really good, my PC's brand new, really good. So from those perspectives, I should have no problem. I guess I would say locally, but maybe there's different mods and stuff that are conflicting or causing lag or issues as well on top of the TPS issues on the server. So played around with some things and I think it's a little bit better. Anyways, we're here building. We got a couple usual, we got to cough first. Just a minute here. We've been making a few updates. LZ has been working hard and we now have a resin farm. Works very well. And we've been mining up pale oak as well, so that we can have a stock of it, and definitely going to be putting it in some rooms here in the palace as part of the design. So excited for that. Just going to make a little stairwell, and I've been putting in the roof here. That's what I'm doing with this section. Been working on just getting a little bit more of this all done. And of course, then hiding in the inside when it's time to hide from the night monsters, the phantoms. Let's excuse me, sorry. Let's go get some smooth stone. And we can also see the farm that we built out here. So obviously this farm only works at night, because it's a creaking farm, right? We've got 20 hearts up here, and what it does is you can see it activates and deactivates the hearts. So every time the logs get pushed forward, deactivates the hearts, and then when they're back, they activate the creakings. Spawn, they fall down into the chamber here. Is there no way to get in from the top? I guess not. Nope, oh, fail. It's always hard when you start gliding and yet you want to catch a ladder, but you're gliding and it can be difficult. Anyways, we'll come up the old-fashioned way. Oh, yep. We can see we have resin-fied the place, but you can see what the farm does. I mean, this is just after only a couple of nights of here in the farm. We got a couple extra hearts. Obviously, you can make these into resin blocks, and then as you see here, come down here. Resin you can place on almost any block, including chests and shulkers. Obviously, when you open it, it's going to break it, but it is a really cool little thing. If you use it properly, you can create some very neat new block types, just because you can put it on almost anything. I can't put it on regular chests. What about a crafting table? You can put it on a crafting table. Ender chest? Nope, can't put it on the ender chest. Anyways, there's a lot of cool things you could do with it. And so we'll be experimenting with how I want to use that in builds and things like that. And then over here we've been planting down trees and harvesting up seeds, as you can see, so that we have saplings as well as the pale oak wood. We've got quite a stock of it already in the palace here, ready to use. So excited for that. A lot of things that will be happening over the next few days to get this built out and flesh more of it out, including some building up some farms I want to do as well, especially with the auto crafter. Gonna have to work on that. That's gonna take a little bit of effort. I haven't put forth a episode on it yet. Um, I need to decide, how and where best to use it and stuff like that. So obviously a lot of our farms are where we want to put it, because that just makes sense, right? To simplify and automate your farms so that you don't have to worry about manually making things or putting things into blocks or you name it. A lot of that type of stuff. For now, though, I'm just alternating between inside work and outside work to deal with the phantoms, and trying to make some really good progress here on the palace and getting additional rooms built out, and completed and stuff like that, so that we can put more of the map art up instead of just leaving it laying on the floor in the palace where it is. As well as I want to get the palace to a little bit further of a completed state before I get too ingrained into the citadel. I'm also, it depends on what happens over the next 30 days because I've got a trip coming up, and I'm debating, well, do I do anything with the citadel now, or do I wait until I return in late August, well, middle of August. It's not technically late, before I can start doing, a lot of work again. So that's a challenge, and it's also a challenge because then, well, what if while I'm gone, the one thing we never want to happen happens. The base is discovered, it gets raided, maybe even griefed. One thing to be raided, but if it's griefed, that's even worse. Obviously, if it's discovered, no matter what, we'll move locations. We'll set up a new base, and it'll be time for new build. And we've been, and we're trying to be smart and learn from our lessons, and build up stashes and supplies, so that when it happens, we're not starting from scratch or anything like that. Instead, we've got, a good, healthy supply to get started again. So that's the trick. And of course, you set up these stashes, and then it's like you transport a ton of stuff there, erase your path and everything, and then it's like you never go there again unless for some reason you have to because something's happened, right? And then you hope that when you go there, that everything's still going to be there, right? The stash hasn't been discovered, hasn't been raided. I'm going to replace these because I'm going to keep the glass there. And so I'm just going to make it so it's like that. I think that'll look nice. All right, this is the very end of the roof, and then we can do the walls. In fact, I'm kind of messing this up. Before I start putting this out, let's get our roof materials, our wall materials, and see what we need, see what we can do to put together. Kind of using these shulks over here for just random materials that I'm storing, that I come back to and I use as I'm doing builds, so that way I'm not necessarily messing up builds, but I am trying not to mix up. I guess that's what I'm saying, is I'm trying not to mix up too many of the shulks, although some of them are, as you can see, and it's like, whoops. Well, the problem is half the time I can't remember where I put stuff. Let me see. I'm going to need one of those. We're going to need stone. Well, there's stone up above. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, I'm looking for... I need... There it is. I need one more of those. Okay, cool. And in fact, I'm just going to throw these into here. Don't have much in here, but got a few little items. Let's just do that. Then come over here. Nope. I don't. I have this. I thought I had... Got those. I guess I don't. Did I put it here? Nope. Alright, well, we'll get some new ones out if I can find out where I stuck them. What I need is I need the... I think it's over here. Whoops. Nope. Oh my goodness. I'm just having a grand old time here. Come on, where is it? It's gonna be nighttime before I can do anything, and then it's like I'll have to wait again. Problem with having stuff around. There is a chest full of crimson leaf things, wart blocks, as you call them, somewhere around here. Where did I stick it? I know I didn't take it anywhere. It's still here. This is all glass. I still have my sheep indicator on. I'll have to turn that off. Where in the world did I put it? Did I move? Oh, it's right here. Don't worry. You know, it's just old age. That's all it is. It's just... Oh, it's nighttime. Look at that. See, I spent so much time just trying to look for this stuff that now it's nighttime, and I want to build to put the wall up right here, but it's nighttime. Where do you... Oh yeah, because I don't have all of this slabbed yet. Well, we can at least slab this row. Do I still have torches on me? I do. There's gonna be a wall here, so the roof might be the last part of the roof right here. So I'll just put a couple little blocks so that way I know, and I can do this part. This one I know the wall won't extend out this far. So, and the windows and design and stuff. Oh, I don't know. It might in a couple spots. I guess it's possible. There we go. All right. Well, that'll keep regular old mobs from spawning. Okay. Now, I gotta remember where the design is. I want to keep this same style, which basically means that at this level is even with the obsidian. So one below. Okay. No, the obsidian is right there. Okay. That's what I needed to know. So, of course. Alright, so that would be that. I'll put these 2 blocks temporarily. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to build here because, you know, we've got our friends are back. And you got to love your friends, you know. Okay, so these are like this. Excuse me, I'm trying to do a little bit of building here. I just gotta kind of map out what it would look like coming down from the top. Okay, so that's gonna be like that. Then we have... At least these guys don't do lots of damage. That's the good thing. Although, are they damaging the armor? Not really. Alright, this is going to go like this because up top we would have that and that and that. And I just have to decide how I want to make it look down here. So I'm assuming I want to do something similar, which means I would want to do that. This just so that it looks good on top of the roof, right? I'd want to put that like that. And then that means from a... let's do this one because we need to see... Oh, it's daytime already. Oh, well, that's good. I need to see how the... Well, I don't even know if I'm going to put windows in right here, honestly, but we'll take a look. So that would be like that. Typically, that would be like that, although we could use the dark of the roof just to go in. But I think I'm going to use the light because it is a designation of, hey, this is where the wall's starting. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Now we can do this. How many did we do? It's just 2, right? That's all we have space for. Yep. And then there's this. And then all we have to do that way is to put in the walls. Okay, so now the reason I want to do that is I got to decide on the windows. Now, okay, so the windows technically are back here. Yeah, all right. That's what I needed to know, is I needed to see where I'm placing stuff. Because this is the inside of the library. Right here. The floor is down there, so this is a higher window above the bookshelves. All right. Now that does leave room for this design, which is what we were doing across the board. It's going to be the same, right? Whoops, wrong way. That's upside down. Same here. There we go. And now all we have to do is decide how we want to do this. Now, obviously, these are solid blocks. Or, I mean, I need solid blocks under there. But the middle here... Let me get a drink. The air quality is really bad today. Obviously, there's filters on the air conditioning and whatnot, but... You just look out the window and it's like, ew, terrible. I mean, it's really bad. Like inversion, if you know what an inversion is. Smog, I don't know if, I haven't looked. Could be that Taal has popped off some more ash or something, possibly, the volcano. Or it could be farmers burning the rice fields and the cane fields. I'm not sure what time of year that happens. All right, so do I want to do just that? Yeah, I think I'm just going to put stone there, of which I don't have any. Yay, we get to spend more of our daylight looking for blocks. But the stone is right. Well, I would say it's right there, but I think we're out. Unless there's a couple blocks of it over here. I just need a little bit so I can quickly finish this wall area. Aha! I found you. You just thought you could escape me. I can only take 1 stack because my inventory's full, as usual. And I'm going to need... I do see something that I need before I can go back up. And now, of course... I don't know where I put the blocks. Oh, that belongs to the proxy tower. I must have accidentally brought that down. this. I'm going to be searching. You know, I had all of this organized the other day, and I was going, okay, I'm going to remember where everything is. Not. Oh, I'm such a failure. It's like, okay, well, where did I put the diorite? I have a shulker of it down here. I know I have a shulker of it down here. It's all lights. And I'm probably looking in the same ones over and over and over again. I am. It's useless. Where was that one? I know we can take this, though. Oh, we can't grab it all yet. All right, well, forget the diorite. We'll go get more downstairs in a moment, but let's come up and take care of this. I'm so bad. My preparation skills are non-existent. All right. Well, anyways, I went and got it because it's like, oh, nope, wrong. Doot. Because there's going to be 3 of these, and you can obviously see the problem. I don't have enough on me. That's all right. Let's plop these into place and build up the wall. And then that way we can just come back and say, well, we got it all done. Look at how good we are. We're a genius. We're so fast. You know, because at 1 second it wasn't done, and the next second you saw that it was done. Ha-ha! All right. I don't need you. You are a roof piece. Man, I've got... It's like... You never have enough room in your hotbar when you start getting fancy designs in place. And you've always got the wrong blocks in your hotbar. But, of course, that's just because I'm doing multiple activities at the same time. So that's my fault, for that. But that's all right. We'll make it work. We can do this. We're not too inept. I mean, I hope. All right. I won't worry about the inside of the windows yet, but we are missing some glass right here, I just noticed. But I'm debating. No, we'll put the glass up, but okay. I was debating on maybe changing that because it kind of looks funky that way. Doot. Sorry, Torch. Your services are no longer needed, so we have to let you go. I know you have family to feed, all of that, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta go out and look for a new job. Shouldn't laugh at that. That's I've been there, multiple times looking for new job. It's like, okay, what do I do now? Fortunately, for the past 22 years, I've been stable with the job that I have. It's been very good to me. Very happy with it. No complaints. So, what am I trying to do here? I don't know. I was trying to be strategic and go, oh, well, let's just place a bunch of these down at once so that we can move a little bit faster on the design, maybe. I don't know if that's working quite well. It seems like it's probably taking me more time to do this because I keep misplacing blocks, not because of lag, but because I'm just stupid. I can't micromanage things as good as I should be able to. Is that what it is? Probably. I don't know. All right. Okay, come on, Elytra. No need to do that. Okay, that's gonna be like that. Yeah, there'll be a wall here, so I'm not gonna put anything. Oops. Now I've done it. I just realized part of my. Oh, okay. I only did it on this one. I'm fine. I just realized I've made a big mistake in that I've built stuff up and I'm not going to be able to get back on top of it to finish. But no, we're okay. We are okay. Thanks for joining me, by the way, and thanks for your support on the videos. I appreciate the comments, the likes, all that good stuff. I'm glad that some of you like this more just laid back, casual, you know, hey, here's a guy, he's just building stuff, you know, nothing, you know, miraculous is going on and action hyped, you know. I mean, sometimes that's the challenge in today's entertainment world. So that's what this is. It's entertainment, right? Is that if there isn't action, everybody gets bored too quickly, I guess. And I think it rubs off. I mean, even for myself to a degree, I would say that sometimes it's like, there's nothing happening. I'm bored. You know, if I'm like watching a show or a movie or something, and I think it's just because of the way those shows and stuff have evolved, and it's created that kind of sense. Don't know if that's good or bad, but I will keep going with what I'm doing and enjoying it. So what could I say? I'm old. Not that old, but I'm older than most people think. Age is interesting. You know, technically, I guess you could say I'm just about through with half of my life. If you want to, if you were to say, well, everybody's going to live to 100, okay, then I'm just about halfway, right? Another year, I'm going to be there. But that's amazing when I think back at it, that I've been around seeing things that happen and whatnot for almost 50 years. And, you know, when I was a kid, cell phones didn't exist, internet didn't exist, computers didn't exist as they do today. I mean, there were computers, but they were massive, and there were even some small ones at home, like I think the Commodore. When did the Commodore come out? That's a computer model for those that don't know. That was a long time ago. It was a great big bulky thing. It could barely do anything. And that's also kind of, you know, what's funny about it is, besides seeing those changes, which is quite something, the way things have changed is amazing too. I mean, computer power alone. Oh yeah, I know what I'm missing there. Okay. I just noticed that I think I'm missing something there. Okay, I did that. Okay, yeah. I just had to quickly look where I'm at. But I see an opportunity down here on the roof. I don't have all of the supplies. I think I need to do this. We'll take a look. Does that look better? Well, I mean, the general design was like this, right? I'd have this, which I do, but then I'd have this, but it's one block further back. Whereas this is not like that. Or do I just leave it like this? I think we're going to leave it without the upside down stairs for now. And I'll think about, if I want to come back and adjust anything. Meanwhile, we're going to go back inside since we've got our friendly little guests back, our vermin. We can come down here and work on the oak floors after I make room for them. We are at 30 minutes already. I've been talking your ears off, and I got distracted. I didn't even finish my thought about, it's amazing of how long I've been around, what's changed in the future, the way cars have changed, planes, transportation, communication. I mean, we had a rotary phone in our house. In fact, even all the way up until I left the family home and moved to San Diego and then later Asia, I had a rotary phone as the house phone. Whoops, wrong button. And I would use it to make calls. Even I had a cell phone too, but I had a rotary phone in the house and would use it to call locally on the landline that was in the house. So it's just, the way things have changed. Kids today have no idea, and I'm sure it's going to be the same for them. They're gonna, the generation, even those that were born in late 1990s or the 2000s who are already becoming adults, right? They're going to go through and they'll experience the same thing, another 30 years, and it'll be like, oh, wow, man, when I was a child, we had internet and we had to type on a keyboard to do things. Today, I mean, all I got to do is think it, or maybe they talk. I don't know. I don't think the talking one would ever catch on. That exists today. You can talk to things and it does stuff. There's software and apps and devices, that do that, like Siri and everything else. But I think that will go away because that's kind of annoying. If I'm sitting there and I need to do work, click folder, open document. We start. I don't know what the interaction like that would be. Open up Wondershare application. Place video 32928 into it. Speed it up by blah blah. Chop. Like if I'm doing video editing, right? Instead of just using a mouse and keyboard to make those actions. I don't know if that would actually catch. That just seems more annoying. Because then you have everybody talking to themselves, sort of. They're talking to their devices, but all the time. I think the next big change would be that, okay, you choose if you want. You've got a microchip in your head, and you just, like Ghost in the Shell or one of those animes and future movies and things like that, and you just think it. And it's just almost instantaneously happening on the screen in front of you or on your eyewear or whatever, right? Who knows? Anyways, we're at 35 minutes almost on this video. I'm going to continue building. You can see what I'm doing and just chatting away with you. But thank you for your support. Thank you for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Take care.